My wife flirted with our jiu-jitsu coach and I'm spiraling. 18 years together. Married for 15. 3 amazing kids. A life that, up until 3 weeks ago, felt rock solid. I was on the couch one night and her old phone started blowing up with notifications. She just upgraded, so the old one was supposed to be wiped and returned. Weird part? She was upstairs texting on the new one. So what the hell was pinging? I'm not the snooping type, never have been. But something felt off. So I checked. First thing I see is a message from a guy we both know. He's clearly trying to hook up with her explicitly. My heart dropped. But to her credit, she shut it down hard. Clear, mature, firm. Still, I had this knot in my gut. So I tapped into the same app and saw messages from our jiu-jitsu coach. That's where the bottom fell out. Flirty exchanges. He sends heart eyes to her photos. Comments on her stories, private ones. She responds, playful, giggling through text. Saying she gets flustered when he helps her during class because he's so handsome. I just stared at the screen frozen. Felt like someone jammed a knife into my spine. This isn't new territory for us. And that's what stings more. 12 years ago, she worked at a gas station. Her boss back then, she'd talk about him often. Too often. And always with this weird sparkle. I asked her straight up once if anything was going on. She denied it at first, then finally came clean. They kissed. He groped her. They flirted constantly. He fell in love with her and asked her to run off with him. She swore it was a stupid phase. Said she didn't love him. Claimed she snapped out of it before anything else happened. I was crushed, but I stayed. We were young. I was crazy about her. And we had our first kid around then, which only deepened my confusion. Yes, he's mine. I made sure. So I forgave. Or at least I told myself I did. Over time, life got better. We built a beautiful home. Careers took off. The kids flourished. But physically, we let ourselves go. Both of us. And our intimacy suffered. She tried fixing it, gyms, diets, online programs. Nothing stuck. I even hired her a personal trainer, but she'd quit a few weeks in. I was turned off. Attraction faded. Then we discovered jiu-jitsu together. Finally, something clicked. She dove in hard 5 days a week. I did too. She got fit, fast. She started getting attention again. And honestly, felt good seeing her light up. We found our way back to each other in the bedroom. Everything was firing again. I thought, this is it. We made it. Then I found those messages. She admitted it all. Said she got caught up in the excitement. That it felt good to be desired again. That it wasn't physical, just emotional. But here's the part that keeps me up at night. He ended it. Not her. The coach told her this isn't right and walked away. If he hadn't, I honestly don't know how far she would have taken it. She says she's remorseful. That she's disgusted with herself. That she's ready to put in the work, go to therapy, be transparent, whatever it takes. But I'm broken. Some moments, I think we can get through it. Other times, I want to pack my bags and leave. I love her. I love our life. Our kids. Our memories. But trust? That's not something you just glue back together. And worst of all, I'm scared I'll never be okay again. That I'll stay stuck in this limbo, too afraid to leave, too hurt to stay. We agreed to go to therapy. Not just couples sessions, but individual ones too. I needed a place to just unload the storm in my chest without worrying about how she'd react. In therapy, I learned this weird truth: you can be madly in love with someone and still feel like a stranger to them. That's how it felt. Like I'd been living next to someone I thought I knew, only to find out there was this locked drawer in her heart I never had the key to. She kept saying I didn't sleep with him. I didn't even kiss him. As if the absence of sex made it okay. But the emotional part? That's what gutted me. The part where she wanted him. Craved the attention. Flirted like a schoolgirl while I was home folding laundry and packing lunches. And then there's the trust thing. I can't stop wondering what would have happened if I hadn't caught it. Would she have ended it? Would he have ended it later? Would I be finding out about a full-blown affair instead of flirty texts? Sometimes I wish she had slept with him. At least then it would feel more black and white. But emotional cheating is like death by paper cuts. You bleed slowly and by the time you notice, you're already dizzy. Now every little thing feels like a trigger. If her phone lights up, I glance, not because I want to, but because my brain won't shut up. If she smiles while texting, my stomach turns. When she leaves for class, I wonder if he's still there, still watching her roll, still imagining what could have been. She offered to switch gyms. I didn't ask her to, she volunteered it. That meant something. But then she hesitated. Said she'd missed the community, the routine, the confidence she built there. I get it. I do. But I also can't ignore that it was the same place she emotionally checked out of our marriage. We're sleeping in the same bed. Eating dinner together. Playing happy family for the kids. But inside, it feels like I'm walking across broken glass, pretending it's sand. She tells me every day that she loves me. That I'm her best friend. That she wants to grow old with me. And maybe she does. But I can't help wondering. Why wasn't that enough 3 weeks ago? I keep asking myself the same questions over and over. Can I forgive her? Will I ever trust her again? Do I even want to? The thing is, I don't know. It's been weeks, and I still don't have an answer. Sometimes I see the woman I married, the one who made me laugh until my stomach hurt, who danced with me in the kitchen late at night, who promised me forever. And in those moments, I want to fight for us. I want to get back to that place where nothing could touch us, where our love was unbreakable. But then I remember the texts, the flirting, the emotional affair, and it stings like it's happening all over again. She keeps telling me how sorry she is, how she's willing to do anything. But the truth is, I'm not sure I believe it. Maybe I want to believe it. But how can I trust her when she's been this reckless with our marriage? How do I rebuild something that's been shattered into 1,000 pieces? And the worst part? I'm terrified that if I choose to stay, I'll be constantly looking over my shoulder, wondering when it will all fall apart again. Wondering if she'll slip up again, or worse, if I'll find out she's been lying the whole time. I don't know how to get past that fear. So here I am, stuck in the middle of it all, trying to decide whether to fight or walk away. I love my kids. I love the life we've built. But I'm broken. And I don't know if I'll ever be whole again. Maybe time will tell. Or maybe I'll just end up making the hardest decision of my life, one that could change everything.